everybody, it's Troy from BDN Portland. Happy New Year. I just want to say thank you for watching my year-long series, This Week in Portland History. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a ball making it. It was so much fun. It was so interesting. But before I lay it to rest, let's just go back through all 46 headlines from the year. Are you ready? Here we go. How the son of an immigrant Portland bartender won 6 Oscar awards. That time Portland swallowed a neighboring city to steal its voters. A Portland soldier's story of fake news, racism, and an unfinished bridge. A Mainer was the last man to die from his Civil War wounds. The kids who paid for Longfellow's statue with pocket change. How a storm tore the bow off a ship and the captain still managed to steer it to safety. Did you know there was a Portland druggist who built an empire on hand cream? It's true. Percival Baxter's generosity started at home here in Portland. He learned it from his father, who was the mayor. Charles Dickens did not like Portland. The 400-year-old story of Portland's first absentee landlord. That's a real heartwarmer. How a Portland statue, criticized for being too white, almost crushed its creator. A Cape Elizabeth lighthouse keeper earned both of the nation's 2 highest awards for bravery. Maine's first capital city, Portland, was really just a town at the time. Why the British burned Portland in 1775. After a horrible massacre, Portland was abandoned for 26 years. There was a Portland mayor who gave the order to shoot guns into a crowd. Did you know 2 fishermen faced down a sea monster in Casco Bay? An Indian warrior turned Quaker pacifist died here, trying to get home to his son out west. A Portland guy wanted some firecrackers, but he ended up being a millionaire instead. How Portland's lovely train station got demolished to make way for a strip mall. Yay, progress! Why a lady got shipped home in a coffin even though she wasn't dead. How Portland's most recent whorehouse riot got started. One frostbitten man brought Canadian railroad wealth to this city. An enemy alien from the Middle East created a couple of famous Maine statues. There was a wacky Portland music teacher who carried snakes in his pockets and up his sleeves. That time a woman making coffee saved a family from drowning on Munjoy Hill. That lighthouse-shaped building on Munjoy Hill is definitely not a lighthouse. How Portland got such a big organ. Did you know there's a Portland street named after a presidential loser? A Portland artist carved his first public monument at the age of 64. The ghost ship that hunted U-boats in Portland Harbor. Maybe. How a letter to the editor got a Portland Underground Railroad stop going. How Deering Oaks saw the start of a bloody massacre. One Portland stepmother gave her history-making stepson the stable family he'd never known. That time the Prince of Wales lost his hat in Portland Harbor. You know, one time, a Portland widow with a frying pan held off the British Navy. Portland's biggest monument was viewed by Italian royalty and then stuffed into a boatload of sulfur. Promised immortality, and investors only lost their shirts in this canal scheme. 8 photos from Maine history. A Broadway star lost his island cottage so thousands of Mainers could have clean drinking water. The only American ever executed for slave trading was from Portland. This Maine politician infuriated his rivals, hurled insults, and fixed Congress. How 2 guys rescued a pair of thieves off a storm-tossed island near here. That time the Civil War was fought right in Portland Harbor. Did you know that John Wilkes Booth was in Portland the night the Civil War broke out? It's true. And finally, the story of a ship that crashed into Portland Headlight on Christmas Eve. Thanks for watching, and remember what Herb Adams says, you can't make this stuff up. Only history can do that.